Alright, I've pulled together quite a few decks here. I have the Moonology deck, my Seed and Sickle deck, Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I have one of my tarot decks out here. And I'm also going to be using the Kipper deck. All day I've been doing readings. A lot of Scorpio's energy has been coming out pertaining to the 10th house of career, your achievements, accomplishments. Okay. Full moon in Sag, look at the bigger picture. So Sagittarius rules the 9th house. Says believe in the impossible here. All right, with the blue moon. Okay. So I have the Clover card here. Speaks about creativity, abundance, potential for over excitement here. All right, so definitely some good fortune coming in. Down at the bottom of the deck, I have the Rowan card. All right, so it says thriving in adversity and tenacity. So it's all about inspiration and hope. Okay, so I've got numbers 19 and 21. That's giving me the energy of the sun and the World card in the Major Arcana. All right. Down at the bottom of this deck here, I have Saturn in Gemini with the energy of concentration. All right, so that card speaks about being very disciplined, all right, in something that you are studying, all right. Gemini requires a lot of attention to detail, okay, especially if you're meant to communicate something. The first card that came out was the Moon in Aries. Speaks about protection. The moon is a very feminine energy, all right? Being in Aries, meaning she could be protecting, the overall environment of her children, all right? Negotiation card came out here with Jupiter in Libra, okay? I see you balancing both the energy of the moon and the sun in this depiction. I can't show it because her little boobies are out. All right, but we also have the sun in Aquarius. I have idealism with that card there. Okay, let's do the Kipper deck regarding this deck that came out here. These cards. Okay. So the protection card with the moon in Aries. This is a card that speaks about like a very powerful feminine energy. All right, one that is very protective. All right, Lovers. Seeing the number 15 on that card. That's giving me the energy of the Devil. All right, so remaining attached. High Honor just came out, number 25. Number 7. All right, and it came over top of the negotiation card. And that is Jupiter in Libra, also giving me another number 7. All right. High honor. You could definitely be seen as someone, all right, with lots of knowledge. Okay, with the energy of Jupiter there. All right, negotiating something. Sun in Aquarius. Here we have Thief. Okay. Down at the bottom of the deck, Expectation. Okay. Now, I'm only going to pull 2 cards from the tarot deck here. Let's see. I'll kind of read through the energies and see what's going on here. I have the Queen of Swords with Libra's energy. We are in Libra season. And down at the bottom of the deck, I have the Ace of Pentacles. Speaks about a new opportunity. This could be for work. All right. Again, I'm getting something pertaining to the energy of the 9th house. All right. With look at the bigger picture here. New opportunity for work pertaining to the 9th house. Okay. Libra, the energy of Libra sits in the 9th house at this time. All right. And this has to do with some sort of higher education that you're learning about here. All right. Whatever it is something creative that's going to bring in abundance for you. Okay. And I see you thriving through the energy of adversity here, with Thief being with the Sun in Aquarius. All right. Aquarius, you're very intellectual. You're very knowledgeable. You're intelligent, right? The energy of the Thief is right over top of that. So just be careful. Protect your energy. All right. Let's see what's on the bottom of this deck here. It says expect the message and pathway to great fortune. All right. And this is something that you do for work. Not just for work, because the next card that comes out, it's your occupation pertaining to your career. All right. And I'm getting the energy of the wealthy man here is going to be the energy of the divine. All right. Higher power. You're going on a journey here. All right. Somewhere in which you belong. And this could definitely be something foreign. All right. You could be learning a new language right now. Having the opportunity to speak. Okay. That's kind of what I'm getting there. Alrighty. So messages coming through, important messages coming through. I'm thinking of the 8 of Wands card right now, as it is the representation of Mercury and Sagittarius. This speaks about important messages coming through. All right. This could be you receiving messages pertaining to or from the energy of the higher power. Okay. What do I want to use here? Where is it? There's the wisdom deck. All right, and then I'll read through those other cards there. It says believe in the impulsive with blue moon. The last blue moon that we experienced was on August 31st in Pisces. All right. So Pisces energy speaks about the 12th house, right? The realm of the unknown. All right. Speaks about things that exist without physical form. It is the house of hidden enemies, so be careful with the Thief card there. But Pisces energy, it's ruled by both Neptune and Jupiter. And it does speak of creation. It speaks about the energy of your dreams, your inspirations, right? Creativity, things like that. It's a lot of growth and abundance in that house as well. Okay, so it says to be fair, balance, justice, mutual benefit, law of cause and effect, and a need to consider options. This is giving me Libra's energy. All right, to be fair, balancing out the scales. All right, so falling right under there. Down at the bottom of the deck, I got deep knowing, All right, so listening to the oracle from within, hypersensitivity, tuning into your empathic gifts, the ability to read between the lines. It speaks about tuning into your intuition and the higher consciousness. All right, just gonna put that in the bottom of there. Okay, um, let's see here. I'll read a little bit more about the moon in Aries protection. All right, so the depiction on this card, it says a gentle mother dotes her children. The waxing moon above with a symbol of the tiger below indicates the immense instinctive protection power of the feminine side of human nature. Okay, so I'm getting Mother Earth, right? It says the combination of moon and Aries indicates a powerful need to respond emotionally and immediately to a situation. This can be people with this planet sign combination quite volatile and impulsive, expressing what they feel in a direct and willful manner. But because of the fluctuating nature of the moon and the speed of action of Mars, quick flare ups are fortunate, just as quickly forgotten. The person this card describes, has feelings that are strongly colored by early childhood conditioning and an intense need to protect and defend anything that represents family. All right, so again, protecting the energy of your children, possibly the energy of your environment, all right, your overall inner child feelings, things like that. All right, just as the moon cycle waxes and wanes, so the moon Aries nature can be somewhat moody and changeable, fluctuating with the environment. Often the moon Arian has strong impressionability that could indicate some psychic ability or potential for medium like powers. All right, so again, it's giving me the energy of you being able to tune into the higher power. All right. There is a great deal of independence in the Moon Aries combination, but if the negative side takes over, this card can describe an emotional bully. The Moon Aries need for recognition could also lead to approval seeking. So, in a reading, this card might suggest that the questioner watch the sympathy with another's predicament does not leave him or her vulnerable to manipulation. One could find oneself having to protect one's position. The card may indicate a link with the questioner's talent for buying property or running a business from home. All right. It says defensive action, maternal instincts, business enterprises, arguments over property, reluctantly moving, and family upsets or responsibility. All right. So what this is giving me here, as I think about the Lover's card, right? It's giving me either the Lover's card from the Major Arcana, which is Gemini's energy. This is you building a business utilizing the energy of Gemini. All right. Gemini, we already spoke about this multiple times. Aries sits in our house of Gemini, which is all about communication, the media, doing something online, right? Utilizing the energy of technology. Okay, so the following card that came out with high honor is Jupiter in Libra. Let's read that one out. All right, so the depiction on this card, it says, in a field before a small town stands a dark maiden from a distant land, her hands raised to provide a link between the sun and the moon, earth, emotions, creativity, and possessions. All right, so Libra, we got to remember it's ruled by Venus. All right, Venus speaks about the energy of creativity, of love. It speaks about the luxurious things in life, our possessions, our finances, and things like that. Okay. But specifically being here with Jupiter, there's a negotiation happening. It's kind of giving me regarding the energy of like gain, you gaining something from this, and you being seen possibly as a person of high honor, right? People with Jupiter in Libra expand their lives through frequent interaction with others, gaining much from cooperative work and close personal relationships. Their strong concern for justice and moral principles give these personality types useful diplomatic skills. Jupiter Librans have a talent for gentle persuasion that would be fulfilling and effective in social and charitable work of some kind. So, desires to please others can, however, sometimes lead the personality to try to be all things to all people. Often, people with this aspect promise more than they can deliver in order to please and end up achieving the opposite result. All right, so this card can usually indicate a strong and lasting marriage or a relationship, and Jupiter Librans are also usually lucky enough to find themselves in a satisfying position of acquiring much material and spiritual well being. Negatively expansive Jupiter Librans need to take care not to get involved with grandiose schemes and speculative partnerships. They might wreck the good things they already have. The optimistic outlook Jupiter encourages may push Librans into unhelpful indecision, seeing equal value in every possibility. So in a reading, the negotiation card indicates that there's a time that has come to make a decision and that there is a need to consider the pros and cons of a situation to be sure the answer is acceptable to both parties. All right, so this is you learning a language for a specific project. Again, I'm learning tarot, all right, pertaining to something that's foreign. All right, this is about taking the chair at a meeting, all right, being a spokesperson for someone unjustly accused, negotiating a business deal, and a marriage guidance, all right. The last card I have here is the Sun in Aquarius, and it says idealism. So let me go there. Sun in Aquarius. All right, so the depiction on this card, it says a minstrel pipes accompaniment to the eccentric journey of a dignitary casually riding a mule. The rider carries a cornucopia in one hand and a wand in the other. Above, an angel pours the free-flowing Aquarian wisdom on those below. So Aquarius, you are a humanitarian, right? You're meant to collaborate with other people, all right? You're meant to help other people. And I feel that you are now pouring the knowledge that you've gained from within, all right, the higher power that you have to those around you. All right, just be careful with the energy of thief being over top of that energy there. So this is part of your fortune, I feel. All right. It says here the Sun Aquarius character can be defined as having an unusual, determined, and sometimes stubborn temperament. Such types are not too concerned about what others think about their beliefs and behavior, and so may be considered original if not downright eccentric. Questioning old, stick in the mud ways and exploring the new is very much what Aquarians are about. Mental achievements are most important to Sun Aquarius types, and their quest is a constant exchange of ideas with others in order to fix their own beliefs. Their needs cause them to gather around their friends and acquaintances of all shapes, sizes, creeds, and colors. Sun Aquarians value interesting friendships with inventive or scientific people, and anything new, novel, scientific, or gadgety also has appeal. All right, so it's kind of giving me the element of technology, right? Doing things on the media. This could be definitely you stepping into your own power because it feels natural to you. All right, so essentially, a person of a 21st century, the Sun Aquarian keeps up with the times and supports the causes that take us into the future. It is with this latter concern that the people with this planet sign combination may feel real satisfaction, bringing their sympathy for human problems to idealistic and good causes. When this card appears in a reading, it often indicates help from friends with power and influence. It shows that taking the lead in a group activity could be rewarding, especially if the cause arouses the questioner's humanitarian instincts. Again, this is you doing some sort of charitable work is kind of what I'm getting, but trying to start a business as well and doing things that's going to make things feel fair for both parties with the Jupiter and Libra card here. All right, so this speaks about eccentric behavior, an original idea or an invention, involvement in an attention-seeking act, sudden upsets, lateral thinking, and influence acquaintances, giving a helping hand. All right. So again, this opportunity that's coming in here with the Ace of Pentacles, I have the Empress right below here. All right, Libra's energy, and it came out with the Queen of Swords. All right, which is also Libra's energy. All right. This could be very significant to the opportunity that's being presented right now, all right, because we are in Libra season. In the 9th house pertaining to higher knowledge, all right, being sort of like that marriage counselor, right, you being able to teach others what it is that you know, okay. Heavy Libra energy here, again, with the To Be Fair card. All right, I'm going to read out that last card there with Saturn in Gemini. Saturn in Gemini. Okay, so concentration. The depiction on the card, it says, a star is centered in a delicate spider's web. The web signifies patience and concentration. Above, an imp cavorts astride a pair of tightly closed lips while 7 swords dance dangerously around him. That's interesting. Just want to show you guys this card. Saturn in Gemini. It's almost kind of like keep quiet, right? Requires lots of concentration. All right, people with Saturn and Gemini show a capacity for good disciplined thinking and reasoning. With Saturn, the desire to achieve is foremost, and the Gemini talents combine to find quick and appropriate answers. The need to appear to be right pers- the need to appear to be the right person in every ambitious situation can sometimes lead to bluff and name dropping. Practical and systematic Saturn Gemini people are persistent in solving tricky problems. When it comes to looking after their own matters, clarity in contracts and agreements are of importance to Saturn Geminians. For they need to know precisely where they stand. They often have a talent for mathematics and science, and the painstaking attitude that goes with this kind of activity. Most of the information they require is geared to their career and ambition. Technical books and biographies of the famous are likely to be more important on their shelves than fiction. Negatively, people with this planet sign combination, although basically resourceful and flexible, tend to be over suspicious, hypercritical, and twitchy. In a reading, this card suggests a situation full of distractions and unnecessary complications. Only by keeping conscientiously to the essence of the matter will the questioner arrive at a successful conclusion. Because Gemini rules the third house, the card can indicate strain in the questioner's relationship with siblings. Interesting. All right, so talking one's way into an important job, using much concentrated research to achieve something, long conscientious study, and ignoring someone's deliberate distractions. Interesting. That's not kind of what I first got from that card. But again, it requires a lot of discipline, all right, if you're learning about something. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. All right, guys. Let me just pull from the Seed and Sickle deck and read these two cards out. What did I have here? 19 and 21. Again, the energy of the sun and the energy of the world card is kind of what I was getting there. All right, so clover. It says the appearance of clover in late spring is sudden and enthusiastic, filling a field in what can seem like the blink of an eye. A core food source for herbivores and pollinators alike, it is a plant of provision and giving. Creativity and abundance are all around you, endless and filled with the occasional luck break of the four-leaf variety. It's easy to get carried away with its exciting bouncy of energy, but don't rush into it. Use your judgment to know where to stop. All right. I'm going to read the other side of this as well. Here we go. A four-leaf clover is a rare thing to find, with only one growing for every 10,000 standard clovers. In early Irish Celtic tradition, a four-leaf clover was believed to protect against misfortune and bestow the power to see fairies. Even today, everyone knows them to be a sign of good fortune to come. Drawing this card does not require any action, thinking, or change from you. It is simply a sign that something fortuitous, however small, is due to come your way soon. Have faith that there is still some kindness in the world. Interesting. I was just saying the sun. The sun is the energy of happiness. All right. The world card, it was giving me number 21. All right. So let's do the Rowan card, number 21. Okay, here we go. It says Rowan trees are seen as a symbol of tenacity, capable of growing in the tiniest crevices in cliff sides and rocks. You've been doing a lot of the same recently, growing well in spite of the uncertain ground you stand on. And your determination will pay off once you realize you've got an advantage over those who've had an easier path. It's easy to envy others for thriving, but give yourself credit for having thrived in adversity. All right, so maybe you've gone through a tough time, have dealt with, a lot of issues pertaining to the journey that you're on right now, and people kind of not being on the same path as you. This is you stepping out of the element of the normal and you utilizing that different path to, how do you say, expand your inner self. Okay, 21. In this deck, let's read the other side of this. It says you've been lacking in inspiration lately, and it's making everything you do feel stilted and difficult. Chances are that you're just looking in the wrong places. Rowan was once called the tree of bards, as sitting beneath it would bring inspiration to any lacking in it. And nature is a great place to start looking now. Take a walk, see if you can name the plants that you pass or the birds that you hear. Those creative thoughts will come rushing back in no time. All right, so if you've been feeling a blockage of, utilizing the energy of your mind, right? I have the mind here multiple times. I have the energy of Gemini. Aquarius is here. Libra is here. All of the air elements are here. All right. So this is definitely saying to kind of go with the flow of things right now. All right. Believe in the impossible and be able to look at the bigger picture that one day what you're putting your focus into is going to pay off. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull. I've been liking to end my readings this way. My crystal spirit deck here. Let's see what energy comes out. The law of cause and effect. Okay. Says a need to consider your options here with the to be fair card. There's a deeper knowing, all right? There's a deeper knowing, something where in which you're meant to really tune into your intuition and your higher consciousness. Okay. Here I have spirit quartz connecting to community, universal love, harmony, and cooperation. Okay. So, down at the bottom of the deck, pedalite. It says witnessing the observer and ability to detach and the impersonal quality of the universe. Right, pedalite. Let's see here. What's the message coming through for spirit quartz? Prosperity message. Love is all around. Can you feel it? Love is just one form of abundance, and it provides a firm foundation when you are feeling weak and unsure. Says, so today follow your spirit's call and connect to community. Offer others gift of being able to support you in whatever they can, so they too may know that their power to bring about healing in the world and experience the joy of helping you achieve the security and prosperity that you seek. Okay. Abundance is always in a state of flow, and today through your community you will see that truth on display. Okay. Crystal spirit meditation. Spirit quartz consists of a main crystal of amethyst, citrine, or white quartz covered by many tiny crystals, creating a community or a family that operates as one. This is an excellent stone to use as meditation when we wish to learn how to be of service, put other people first, or just work well with others. All right, so whatever it is that you're doing right now, it could be part of a community of people and being of service to others, helping others heal possibly. Okay, let's do pedalite with number 42. All right. Sometimes life feels too close for comfort. Decisions are difficult to make when you're taking life so personally. This is a particular true for empaths and sensitives. When pedalite spirit arrives, it's here to give you the ability to step back and observe with detachment and neutrality. It says, there is a place within you that allows you to observe without emotion. See the world with the perspective of acceptance, trying to change not what you see as an external to you, but rather the lens through which you perceive it. Now is the time to step back and observe what is in front of you. Are you reacting to something that is triggering you, or are you overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information that you need to process and the time required to sort things out? Pedalite spirit reminds you that a clear, detached manner will empower you to understand that true nature of what is in front of you right now and take your next steps in order to own your own time. All right, take the next steps on your own time. All right, so the prosperity message says, when you get bogged down with all the details and complexities of a situation, it requires patience and the ability to step back and observe the bigger picture at work. When intending abundance, there are times when you think you have all the answers, or you believe you know the how of getting to a goal or outcome, when in fact you don't. The universe must play its part, and that means you don't have to be afraid. Even temporary setbacks will lead to big wins if you avoid reacting to the temporary conditions that arise when you make changes and reach for something greater. There is a saying, a new level is a new devil. Imagine that relating to your own resistance to greatness. Pedalite spirit says to trust and observe, and to remind yourself from the position of the observer, everything is interesting. Pedalite spirit is a stone that assists us in learning how to be the observer. Meditating on, carrying, or wearing the stone allows us to step out of our emotional reactivity and into being a compassionate witness. It allows us to rise above emotion and observe from a place of non-attachment. Okay, so you could be spending a lot of time alone, all right? Really tuning into the energy of spirituality, all right? Definitely here in Libra season is going to be of great significance with the energy of, your philosophies on life, your belief systems, anything pertaining to spirituality and religion, all right? So look at it as you're on the right path, all right? um I feel that this is going to bring some sort of, balance in your life, some sort of energy of groundedness within you, all right? And you being an air sign, you're going to be able to embody that air element this month, all right? All right, guys, I'm going to leave the reading there.